Welcome into your Saturday nights with the Delco Duo. I'm one half of the Delco Duo, Monica Cryan.
And I'm Jenna Meisner. Monica, it is not just any Saturday night.
No, it is not.
Memorial Day weekend. I think maybe some more of you, hopefully, are still awake because you've been out and about getting ready for the 3-day weekend.
Oh,
I mean, you
gosh.
still have a full day tomorrow.
And Monday.
No Sunday scaries.
That is very true. Sunday scaries start Saturday night.
That's what I mean.
Let's be honest.
So now hopefully, you're down the shore and you're watching us. You're on a different TV and you're kind of out of your routine, but we're still the same. We're here to help you get through all your issues.
Yes, on the Delco Duo. Let's get right now to the debrief for your Memorial Day weekend.
I can't believe it.
Did you always refer to Memorial Day weekend as MDW?
I think I had like a Facebook album
Yes.
of photos, like 1,000 pictures of my friends and I, like on the Ocean City Boardwalk.
Yes.
And it had like the squiggle line and it said MDW, the year, whatever year was happening.
19,
Yes.
MDW 16.
Right.
Yeah. So here we are, Memorial Day weekend. Big traditions, going down the shore. That's where I will be on Sunday and Memorial Day. So
The house is done. I know that's been a big problem for your family because you're getting the bathrooms are getting worked on?
yeah, we had to get the bathrooms worked on. And of course, starts in February, but now here we are, Memorial Day, and the bathrooms are still not done. But we just told
It's
the
like the
contractor,
Townsend's Inlet. It's like the bridge.
Oh
The
my
bridge
God.
is
Everything
fine.
takes forever down the shore.
I do believe the bridge is up and running though. It'll probably be good for Memorial Day weekend, but the bridge between Sea Isle and Avalon, if you're not familiar, it is always out of commission. People lose their minds over it because it's like the most convenient way to commute between the two shore towns. So it should be good to go for Memorial Day, but normally it's like it gets a good weekend. A busy weekend like Memorial Day, and then
Yes.
it's like the rest of the summer they shut it down
Because they've realized all the issues.
Right.
And then traffic is terrible.
We'll see.
Which is funny because that is the topic of our first
Yes.
conversation and our first issue. So this is Tara from Tinicum. I prefer to leave the shore on Sunday night to beat the traffic on Memorial Day, but my husband would rather sit an hour's worth of traffic Monday afternoon to really enjoy the 3-day weekend.
This is an interesting debate. Do you prefer to leave Sunday night or would you rather sit in traffic on Monday afternoon?
That's really tough because I see it. I do. I get it.
You see both sides of it.
Yes, because you definitely save yourself a ton of time. You get back Sunday night and you can wake up refreshed at your house, your own home,
Right.
with, all your necessities, and you've got all of Monday to enjoy.
But it's so hard to leave the beach on that Sunday night because obviously working in news, we work holidays. So when I would go down the shore leaving on Sunday to get back for work on Monday, always like I didn't have a choice. That's just what we have to do.
Right.
And that is torturous. So I feel like if I did have the option, I might sit in the traffic.
Absolutely, you should sit in the
But
traffic.
hold on. There's a little tidbit to this. We have 2 small children who do okay in the car. You have 2 small children. So
That are not as fun in the car. And
does that change it?
No, I would never leave the shore earlier. We are always up to the last minute. Like my parents are like pushing us out the door. Like you guys need to get home. And we're like, all right, I guess we'll go
Are
home
you guys
now.
both, you and Eugene, your husband, are both on the same page when it comes to sitting in traffic versus early bird gets the worm?
No, Eugene will not, he won't leave a day earlier, but he's like Monday morning, he wakes up and he's like, we got to go.
What's the point then? Just to enjoy your Sunday night, I guess?
Yeah, Sunday, I love going to the beach and just sitting and relaxing all day and not feeling like, okay, but we have to get home and pack.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference to pack
Well, I
and
think
get
that's
home the night before.
Good advice then. Maybe don't wait till Monday afternoon because
Yes.
the Garden State Parkway, the Atlantic City Expressway, Route 1, if you go to the Delaware beaches, the busiest times is probably 3, 4 o'clock.
Right. And yes, there's traffic all times of the day. You could leave at, 8 o'clock in the morning and there's going to be traffic, but it's less traffic if you don't like the hours and hours. What I would do is Sunday night, and this is what we do actually, Eugene and I, will pack up a lot of our stuff Sunday and then wake up Monday morning and just get into the car and leave early in the morning. I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy my day. But on a day like Memorial Day, I don't even mind getting home early, unpacking.
Do the rentals start this time of year already?
Yeah.
Because I know Saturdays are always really, really bad when we're talking about like that check-in, check-out time, because it's a universal for whatever reason.
Right.
Like if I was a realtor, I would change the times.
Memorial
not
Day
noon
weekend
and 4.
is not a huge rental just because, it's mostly celebrated Sunday, Monday.
And the weather is always iffy. Like you don't want to spend a ton of money to rent a place and then have cold, rainy weather.
Yeah. It's just the issue is
the kids in the car would scare me. The kids in the car, I don't want to sit in hours worth of traffic with my children.
But like, what
complaining
the whole hours
time.
worth. It's like what at its worst, shore traffic can go from. It usually takes an hour and a half.
I have one distinct memory.
3 hours.
I was gonna say it was like just over 3 hours, and the worst part of it really is the Parkway. Getting onto the Parkway, like the exiting the shore town, the exodus. It's like always one road that everyone has to take to get out.
Well, yeah,
that's the worst part.
Yeah, it's like, no, I actually remember the worst for me. I was in high school, and my friend and me drove down the shore, and to get onto the Walt Whitman, the bridge.
Were some tolls out?
No. Oh. It took hours to just get on the Walt Whitman. We were 95. Walt Whitman took hours. Yeah. And we were so upset. It was taking forever.
Well, then you can take the back roads, and the back roads they're great too. But then you have lights like 55. A lot of people use 55 sometimes. But there's you can't pass people. You can't pass anyone. So
you do get the scenic route though. You get to see all the Jersey tomatoes,
all the farm.
Yeah, I love. That's what I like.
Some of the parts of 55 get a little creepy though. Like you're passing like these broken down like antique shops, and you're kind of. It's like where am I?
Your cell phone's not working well, and you're like,
exactly.
I hope we keep going. Don't run out of gas here. But yeah, it's really tough. I really think you're cutting yourself short by leaving a day earlier.
Just enjoy that Sunday night.
It.
Have a glass of wine, barbecue.
Yep.
Outside on the deck.
There's a lot of fun to be had.
Yeah, and I mean, a little bit of traffic for a relaxing Sunday night.
To me, it's 3 hours door to door. That's why I love the shore, is because it's door to door. You know what I mean? Whereas like when you travel via plane, there's so much more travel to it. Like if you're traveling,
but at least you're kind of moving the whole time, unless your flight's delayed or canceled.
Right.
When you're sitting in standstill traffic, that I
rank up the tunes.
But it gives me a job during the week, Monday through Friday. So
Or you can listen to the Delco Duo, Spotify, YouTube, or PHL17.com.
Leave early on Monday, Tara. I think that is your best bet. All right, coming up, we are still talking about Memorial Day weekend. We are talking about grilling, because it's going to be a big grill weekend.
I don't know why anyone would ask us a grilling question.
We might have some helpful advice. Stay with us.
And we're back with the Delco Duo, solving issues. Yes. We keep you anonymous. So
that's always important. We always like to add that. So if you feel like you can't talk to us, or you don't want to submit something about someone you know, they're never going to find out, because we're not going to use your real name.
Right, including for this next topic, someone's talking mad-ish about their uncle.
Yeah, so Brian from Boothwyn says, every year my uncle mans the grill, but does a terrible job of it. How do we tell him we no longer want him cooking the hamburgers and hot dogs?
That really stinks. Like, how does it come to this? How does the worst person to man a grill get to man the grill? Like years and years ago, it should have been established that you will not man the grill if you are not good.
Manning the grill is like a territorial thing in a lot of families, whether it's, the male or the female or someone who just thinks that they are the grill master. That's a job title that people are not willing to give up. And it seems like Brian's uncle probably thinks he's a lot better than he is, and he's not letting go of this easily.
Not letting go of it, and I kind of don't blame him. It is a lot of fun to be the grill master.
Your husband likes to, so does Tate. Tate loves to be the grill master.
And here's why. Because he gets to stand where he wants, and people come and talk to him, but like they don't linger too long because like the smoke and everything, it's kind of hot near it.
It's peaceful.
Yeah. So he really finds a lot of peace by grilling. And just
therapeutic.
He feels like he's in the middle of it, but he's not annoyed by anyone. No one stands around and talks to him for too long. And I have to do more of the entertaining when he's manning the grill. I'm doing more of the work. He just gets to stand there and flip.
But then your food has to be good. If you're going to man the grill, your food has to be absolutely delicious.
And as Director Steve said, and drink beer.
Yeah, the cooler's right there. The cooler's always
right
near
there.
the grill.
And his hand always has a beer.
Or someone's asking him, "Can I get you a beer?" Because they think that he's doing
it's so
the
hard
Lord's work. The Lord's work of grilling.
Honestly, that's exactly why they don't want to ever give up grilling. And I don't blame you. I would love to grill instead of chasing after these 2 kids that are about to fall into the bay. So I now am jealous of him.
I'm worried about Brian's uncle though. Like it's kind of hard to mess up a hamburger and a hot dog.
I
That's
agree.
Pretty easy. Like I get chicken. Chicken sometimes like. It can be overdone. It can be, chewy a little bit.
Yeah.
Chicken, sausage sometimes. But
burgers,
a frozen burger patty, because Memorial Day when you're having a lot of people, a lot of people are just buying the package. They're not like doing the ground meat and making the patties themselves.
No, we don't make the patties ourselves. We actually do Wahlburgers.
Do you like this? This is not sponsored by Wahlburgers, by the way.
Not sponsored by Wahlburgers whatsoever. So Eugene does a fun thing.
I've seen them, but I've never bought them because I'm like, they're actor, like Mark Wahlberg. I don't want his burger.
They're good, but I do think, and I'm not tooting my own husband's horn, but he watches so many grilling videos on Instagram now, and he takes all the tips. We put ice cubes on our burger. We put the cheese inside, and he's like really perfected it.
Yeah.
With the Wahlburgers, which are pretty good, and he is very good. So I can't.
You don't know if it's just his job that's making it good or if they're actually good?
No, I think they're really good. So I don't have a problem like Brian, where the guy who will not relinquish his title is not good at what he does.
Maybe you offer to help Brian. Like, hey, I'll do the hot dogs this year if you want to. I mean, grilling is not a 2-person job.
It really is.
It's not.
And they can get
a 1-person job.
Too.
I'm just picturing them eating like charcoal, just like bricks, like burgers that are just like burnt and
you can't have that. This is Memorial Day weekend. This is America. You cannot have a bad burger on Memorial Day. It's going to set off your whole summer.
I said to you, the amount of burgers and hot dogs my family eats from this weekend throughout Labor Day is unhealthy. But I love it. It's so easy. It's the easiest cleanup. It's easy to put together.
If I'm going to go some way, it's because I had too many burgers and hot dogs. Like that I'm happy. But is it really bad that this is my initial thought? Like, what would you do if it's really bad, time after time? Why don't you and your family fake a sickness?
So you don't invite the uncle?
No, you invite the uncle.
Okay.
But you say, hey, last time you grilled, man, I got stomach poisoning. Why don't we have somebody else man the grill? And then like everybody go in on it. No, everybody go in on it together and joke around like, oh, ha ha, Uncle Sam can't do that again. No, not Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam's a saint. Uncle Bill, haha, you gave us stomach poisoning. Why don't we have someone else man the grill this year?
You start without him. Are you going? If you're going to your uncle's house and it's his house, then you're kind of just maybe don't go. Maybe, yes. But if he's grilling at your house or grilling at another family member's house, you start before he gets there. I don't care if it's 9 a.m. You fire that grill up and you get to flipping.
Another idea that just hit me, do like what my husband does and watch like a lot of videos on like cool tactics while grilling and say, hey, I really wanted to try this ice cube method. You mind if I try? That's a really nice way of putting it. I want to try this.
You've worked so hard all of these holidays. Kick your feet up. I've got the grill. Like you said, have a new recipe I would love to try. And then if he still will not relinquish the grill master title, you cut the gas line, you don't have the propane, you break the grill.
Sides, which are really delicious. Potato salad,
you say the grill's not working.
Oh,
Brian, that stinks. I'm
so sorry.
Oh, all right.
I can't relate. I've never had a bad burger.
I feel like I have pretty good grillers in my family. Coming up next, we are going to bring one of our own issues to the table. Still has to do with Memorial Day. That is the theme.
Okay.
So stay with us. Welcome back. They're making fun of us in the control room because they think that we, just throw this together on a whim. But this is
a show about nothing.
This is not a show about nothing. This is a show about solving your problems at home.
I think those were great suggestions, and now you've got one of your own.
I do have a problem.
Meisner needs an advisor.
So before I get to my actual problem for the evening, which is not really that big of a problem, but you had said Memorial Day when you were pregnant with your first daughter was kind of like the end for you because your due date is right around when my due date is.
Right. And so we've been saying this time and again that every milestone of pregnancy has occurred for you the same time it did for me when I was pregnant with my first, Josephine, because I was due in June, you're due in June. And today I brought up the fact that Memorial Day weekend, when I was due with Joe in June, was finally the time I was like, I think I need to start going into hiding.
Reel it in.
I was still going out and about, enjoying myself. It was Memorial Day weekend, and I was driving my brother and sister and husband to the bars. But I would go into the bars and I didn't have anything to drink. I was at Maynard's.
Oh, yes. I would thank you for the disclaimer, Monica. No one was thinking that that's what you were doing, but thank you for that disclaimer.
I was not. But I was at Maynard's at 1 a.m. No, see, and people were feeling bad.
I cannot imagine that when Monica told me that. It's you, so I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I could not picture being down the shore in a bar 9 months pregnant now.
9 months pregnant, and my feet were so swollen, and thank God I could wear flip-flops. And so I'm standing there at Maynard's. My brother, sister, and husband are, 3 sheets to the wind, and I'm just like, la, 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 and people are staring at me, and I'm like.
They probably are wondering, is this woman pregnant? Is she okay?
No, it was clear. My ankles.
They don't want to ask. They don't want to. They just. You don't want to assume. No one wants to assume you're pregnant.
They felt bad, and people are like, here, you sit, and I'm like, oh, thanks. You
can't even move at Maynard's not pregnant. I don't know how you were moving through that crowd.
So after that, I actually said, okay, you guys, I'm gonna go home.
Hang it up.
I'm gonna hang it up. You call me when you're ready. I'll come pick you back up. So then I left, and then I came back and picked them up because it was just
you're a saint.
And then after that, I was like, no more going out. It's just at a certain point, people are just feeling bad for you.
I was saying bathing suits this weekend. It's all just. We're all just trying to survive and hang on for these last couple of weeks. But
you're almost there. You're almost there.
Also, right around my due date, my lease is up. So, we're trying to get ready for this new chapter of our lives, my husband and I. And now we're also dealing with having to go car shopping.
Yes.
And I should know this because my dad was a car dealer. So the fact that I don't actually know this answer or not is probably he would be so
I was going to say, he would be
like, me.
Jenna.
He would just be very mad. Memorial Day weekend is a great time to buy a car. So I hear. Because there's deals.
There are.
But
there's deals.
But it's like furniture, right?
Yes.
But is it the type of situation where you think you're getting a deal because it's the holiday special, it's a 3-day weekend? Or do you think these deals are genuine when you're trying to buy a car or lease a car, whatever? I think I'm still deciding what I'm even doing. And, we're here at the weekend. Do you think they're genuine?
Yeah, you can get deals. Oh, you can get good deals.
I don't know, because I feel like furniture, they kind of say it's a holiday deal, but then...
No, and it's
always skewed.
No, you could get some good deals out there, I think.
I don't know. I think they use the holiday to make you think. My dad was a car salesman.
Yeah, he was never lying.
Well, it's a salesman's a salesman. Come on. It doesn't matter what you're selling. You're always going to spin it into the best way that you can. I think car salesmen notoriously have that, reputation of selling lemons.
They do. So I'm not saying it, you're saying it.
I just want to know, am I getting a genuine deal or am I falling into the trap of it's Memorial Day weekend, it's July 4th, it's whatever holiday.
Like President's Day,
that's what I mean. Of stuff. I feel like sometimes it's not
President's
actually
Day
real.
Is huge for deals. And we
got our nursery furniture on President's Day and we did get a true deal for that too.
Exactly. I would not, if I am shopping for a car, if I'm shopping for furniture, I'm not shopping unless it's one of these sales.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you think it's a good time then? Because in my mind, this is terrible timing. I'm about to have a baby. I got to get a new car. Like, this is just not the time that I want to get a new car.
Well, isn't it also like there's science behind it? Like they're trying to get that inventory over. They want the new models coming in at this time. And so they're trying to get the old stuff out. Take the old stuff. Take the old stuff. Take the...
I got to get a mom car. Should I get a minivan? Can you picture? My mom drove a minivan.
My dad drove a minivan.
And I think minivans are kind of coming back, though.
They absolutely are, and they make total sense.
Captain seats. Remember your siblings would fight over who was going to sit in the captain seats?
Yes, and as the oldest, I always got the captain seat. You didn't. You're the youngest. I always got the captain seat. My brother, we threw in the back. But the best is when my dad... he used to take the seats out because he had to put equipment. His company sold equipment, so he would put the equipment in.
You guys would just roll around
with the equipment, hanging on. And I love minivans for that. But right now, with just my 2 kids,
you don't need
we're okay. We're okay with the 3 seats.
But I can barely drive my small SUV. Like, I don't need to be whipping around.
These minivans are
that's
mobile.
Just, so
get yourself a deal. I really
it's
think
legitimate. Get the deal.
Yeah.
All right, good to know. We have Delco trivia, and I'm really excited about this one, Monica. I've been sitting on this one, waiting for the perfect weekend, and it is here. Where is Delco's longest running Memorial Day parade? You might think you know.
Right, that's what I was going to say. I thought I knew.
Yeah, but you don't.
I don't.
Stay with us.
All right, if you think you know, you don't. Where is Delco's longest running Memorial Day parade, Jenna?
That was quite the pause, Monica. I was really on the edge of my seat. I wasn't sure what you were going to say. All right, think about it. The answer is Rockdale, and that is in Aston Township. If you're like, where the heck is Rockdale?
The 142nd parade?
This year is their 142nd parade, and the earliest record of the Rockdale parade was May 31st, 1881, and it's recorded in a Chester Times article.
What I'm confused about, and I get this, but I thought Memorial Day started after the World Wars. So that's so interesting.
Well, they have a whole, actually, if you go to Rockdale's, like...
right.
If you go to their like page where they talk about the Memorial Day parade, they have a much more in-depth history look as to how it started, what it was for. So it is really cool to check out. But 142nd is this year, and it's still happening. They're still having the parade. So
I'm sure me and you both thought it was media,
or even what's the one?
Media's got a
media has a big one,
big old parade.
Is it? I might be thinking of a different holiday. It might be a different holiday that has a big one. Mm-hmm. But anywho, Memorial Day, of course, more of a somber take as we remember those that we have lost. So a lot of the things they do during this parade are just like really touching and very meaningful.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So if you're looking for something to do, go be a part of a historic parade.
It's you don't want to make anything easy about Memorial Day, but it's an easy way to, especially for the younger ones, just to kind of keep the spirit of the holiday, because this is one of those holidays, and I play a part into it. It can get lost as the unofficial start of summer. Everyone forgets. At least Monday, head to a parade.
Yes. All right. Well, if you would like to talk to us, Delco Duo at phl17.com. Please continue to submit your issues to us.
Yes.
We love to hear them. And sometimes the trivia questions that you guys send we
love it. We love talking
with them. They're great. And then on social media, of course, you can find us. So hope you have a great rest of your weekend.
Enjoy.